Hi, welcome back to the Longevity Lab. I'm Tanya, Malik, Chawla, and today we're going to be deep diving into the truth about insulin resistance in women. Alright, so if you're a woman above 30 struggling with stubborn belly fat, fatigue, cravings, or irregular cycles, it could be insulin resistance even if your blood sugar is within normal ranges. And here's the truth. In women, it often starts around perimenopause. It is one of the most leading causes for PCOS. And trust me, this has a way of hiding in places your doctor is not even looking. Here's why women are different. We have cyclical hormonal changes. Estrogen and progesterone shifts directly affect how we process glucose. And perimenopause and menopause cause a natural estrogen decline, which reduces insulin sensitivity. Plus, high cortisol from daily stressors or increased cortisol sensitivity during our luteal phases makes this worse by pushing glucose into our bloodstream and shifting our body into storing fat. And that's why women over 30 can look healthy on paper, yet be in early stages of insulin resistance. Alright, if you are interested in mapping your diet to your menstrual cycle, here's what you need to know. During your follicular phase, which is from your menstruation till your ovulation, you have higher estrogen and lower progesterone, and this makes you more insulin sensitive, meaning your cells respond better to insulin and manage blood glucose more efficiently. This is the perfect time for carb cycling and including more complex carbs for fueling training and your recovery. And then comes your luteal phase, which is post-ovulation all the way till you start bleeding or your menstruation begins. Here, rising progesterone and lower estrogen makes you less insulin sensitive, which means you have higher blood sugar responses and stronger carb cravings. This is also true, by the way, in peri and postmenopausal women. Here, shifting towards higher protein and healthier fat in your diet helps you stabilize your blood sugar, support your hormone production, and curb those nasty cravings. Okay, so in women, insulin resistance can show up as energy crashes after meals, sugar or carb cravings, weight gain, especially around the belly, even if you're eating clean, PCOS or irregular cycles, skin tags or dark patches on the skin, difficulty losing weight despite being on calorie restriction or calorie deficit. And here's the kicker. Fasting glucose can still be in normal while your fasting insulin and HOMA-IR are already high. That is why I always test fasting insulin. It is the earliest warning sign. Now you'd think sugar is the biggest culprit, but sugar is only part of the story. In women, the real drivers often include mitochondrial dysfunction, which is your cell's energy factories, and when these aren't using fuel efficiently. Also, it can be chronic inflammation, which can start from gut imbalances, toxins, to even hidden infections. And then poor sleep and circadian disruptions. Even couple of nights of late night sleeping can spike your cortisol levels and really impair your insulin sensitivity. And lastly, low muscle mass. I've said this before, muscle is your largest glucose sink, and women tend to lose it faster after 30. This is why simply cutting carbs will not fix the problem. You have to address all of these root causes. And here's my functional medicine starting point for women over 30 with insulin resistance. Number 1, 10-minute walk after every meal. This lowers post-meal glucose spikes by up to 30%. Number 2, protein first meals. Try and hit 30 to 35 grams of protein per meal to slow down the glucose spikes. And I've said this before, aim for 1.8 to 2.2 grams of protein per kg of your ideal body weight every single day. Number 3, strength training at least 3 times a week. Rebuild that muscle mass to improve insulin sensitivity. And number 4, reducing seed oils and ultra processed foods. It's very important to lower the omega-6 intake and increase the omega-3 intake to reduce inflammation that, by the way, really worsens insulin sensitivity or insulin resistance. Now, coming to some key supplements. Berberine HCl, which activates AMPK pathways and improves glucose metabolism. Opt for this if your fasting insulin is above 5. Plus alpha lipoic acid or ALA. This improves glucose uptake and regenerates antioxidants, specifically in your mitochondria. Number 3, magnesium glycinate. Improves insulin receptor functions and, very important, omega-3 with the right ratio of EPA to DHA. This lowers inflammation and lowers your triglycerides, really improving your insulin sensitivity. These aren't quick fixes. They retrain your metabolism to work with you and not against you. Remember, it's best to work with a functional health practitioner before starting any supplementation. And if you're new here and you just want to get started and get a science-backed jump start while you do things on your own, then my 15-day Metabolic Reset Challenge will work really well for you. It's in my free-for-all community, the Biohackers Club. I've linked it in the description below. It's a great place to get started. It will help you move things in the right direction and rebuild metabolic flexibility.